they would just play that one game. So it was my fault, so I apologize that we couldn't see that graphic. We'll get that on there now. The men's Region 9 standings: Northwest 11-7, Gillette and LCCC 7-8, Lara Central 7-9, Western 7-10, Casper 5-12, Eastern 3-15. Now, what does that mean? I don't know if that it means a whole lot of anything other than I think everybody has played a pretty strong schedule coming into the Region 9 battles, and the teams will face each other here, and we'll maybe find a little bit of separation after week number 1. Again, the the Western ladies won 81-69. So Western and Central both 1-0 on the season. LCCC and Northwest will play tomorrow as well. Eastern Wyoming has this opening quote week off. Teams will go back at it again on Wednesday or Saturday. It'll be a Wednesday-Saturday kind of equation for these teams to play over the course of Region 9. Every Wednesday, every Saturday, pretty much at home or away, these teams will play for the next couple of months. And Central, like I said, they've won 3 in a row, got 2 very big, much-needed confidence-boosting wins on the road at Northwest when they beat Miles and Dawson in a pair of games before the Christmas break. Got their legs back underneath them a little bit in the last 2 weeks. They've been having 2-a-day practices for the most part over the last week and a half. They beat Four Winds University last week. They come in a little bit banged up. Isaac Paddock's got a foot injury. He had a foot procedure done in the Christmas break and then had that foot stomped on last week in the game. Julian Ormond has got a little bit of a back issue going on. He fell on that back, flat on his back twice last week, tailbone and backside. And he is going to start. We'll see how he plays, see if he can work that out as the game goes on. But Central a little bit ginger, if you will. A couple of their starting 5 not feeling terrific right now. We'll get you starting lineups, and we'll talk about Dion Anderson, the first-year head coach at Casper College. He was the assistant last couple of years, and now he has been named the interim head coach at Casper College, and his team is off to a 5-12 overall start. They have lost their last 6 in a row. He is assisted by Raekwon Evans, who came from Billings, and the Thunderbirds will take on the Rustlers here in just a minute. We'll take a look at starting players and impact players after we take this break. This is your Porter's Mountain View Supply pregame show, brought to you by PortersMVS.com.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit PortersMVS.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Welcome to Bailey Tire and Auto Service, your local tire and auto repair specialist in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local, choose Bailey Tire and Auto, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Back to Central Wyoming College, getting ready for the opening tap of Central and Casper men's basketball. We're about 7 minutes away from the opening tap. Let's look at starters for the CWC men's basketball team here tonight. Head coach is Pat Rafferty in his 5th season in his second stint at CWC. 6-9 overall. They've won 3 in a row. They will start at 5'10" sophomore Cam Gully. He is out of El Paso, Texas. He was an assist away from a triple-double on Friday. 13 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists for Cam. 4 points, 3 rebounds on the season. He will be the point guard. Wearing number 2 is a 6'2" sophomore from Hobart, Tasmania. That is Jordan Peel. He averages 13 points, 4 rebounds per ball game. He has started and played in every basketball game that CWC has had since he has been here. And Peel wearing number 2. Wearing number 3 is Julian Ormond. He is a sophomore from Mableton, Georgia. And he is 19 points away from 500 for his career. He averages 13 points a game. He averages 6 rebounds as well. He's 3rd in three-point percentage in Region 9 as well is Ormond. 6'5" sophomore is Isaac Paddock. He wears number 13 from Casper Natrona High School in Casper, Wyoming. Averages 10 points, 6 rebounds. He sat out a year after his senior year of high school. Was a freshman for Central last year, and he has really come on and played well for Coach Rafferty, and just been a lot more consistent scoring, as 7 of his last 8 games have been in double figures for Isaac Paddock. And the freshman, 6'6" from Australia, Daniel Smith. He has just gotten better and better and better. He missed 10 games with a wrist injury. Played just his 6th game of the season the other night against 4 wins, and well, maybe 7. And then this one will be number 8. But he has just gotten better and better as the season has gone on and as his playing time has gone on. He's averaging 10 points, 6 rebounds. He scored 20 with 12 rebounds against 4 wins on the Friday night game last week. So those are your 5 starters for Central as they take on Casper College. Thunderbirds, they will start like this. Nasir Washington is a 6'3" sophomore. He's out of Philadelphia. He is averaging just under 19 points a game, and he is 19th in scored points in the nation. He's 3rd in points per game in Region 9. He's also 4th in steals in Region 9. So watch for number 1. Got the headband going on, and he has filled it up for Coach Anderson as a sophomore. Freshman, 6'2", wearing number 2 is Zaire Richardson. He is from Cleveland, averaging just short of 14 points a game. He's got a D1 offer with Florida Ag and Mechanical University, and he has stepped up his scoring. He has got 4 games over 20 as of late is Richardson. Number 4 is a 6'8" freshman, Channing Cade from Fontana, California. 13 points, 6 rebounds a game. He's 5th in Region 9 in rebounds. He's also the number 1 shot blocker in Region 9. He wears number 4. His name is Channing Cade. Parker Davis, a redshirt sophomore out of Fort Collins. He is 6'3", averages 9 points a game, 7 rebounds at 6'3" in this men's division. And he's not played in very many games. This will be number 8 on the season, and he has started 7 of those 8. Parker Davis out of Fort Collins wears number 14. And Aaron Sievert, he averages a team-high 18. Well, actually, it's Washington with 18.5. Sievert averages 18.2. He's 4th in the nation in threes made and 21 in points scored nationally. He is 2nd in Region 9 with assists at 5.1 per game. And he has scored 35, and I don't know if that's actually under his stat list or not, but Aaron Sievert averaging 18.2 points per ball game. Washington, Richardson, Cade, Davis, and Sievert, the 5 that will start it off for the Casper College Thunderbirds. And Coach Dion Anderson, they're 5-12 overall. They have lost 6 in a row. Starting lineups, a moment of silence coming up in just a few. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Since 1964, Atlantic City Federal Credit Union has proudly served Fremont County. Today, we're Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union, serving all of Wyoming with the same trusted team and values. We're enhancing our focus on simple, smart, seamless banking for our growing community. Join us as we elevate financial possibilities for all Wyoming residents. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Reach new heights. Visit grandaltitude.com.
Hot Springs Health is dedicated to providing quality care close to home. Our Riverton Clinic offers comprehensive care for everyone in your family, from infants to geriatrics. Whether you need a routine checkup, specialized pre-post-natal care, or dedicated family medicine, Hot Springs Health is here. We also provide pain management, joint manipulation, and immediate care for your acute needs. And for those important milestones, we also offer all types of physicals for sports, Department of Transportation, and pre-employment. Hot Springs Health Riverton is located at 2002 West Sunset Drive.
Welcome back to Central Wyoming College, and I'm going to turn this over to Athletic Director Steve Barlow as the Rustler family suffered a loss, the Rustler basketball team, and we are going to observe a moment of silence.
Game of the evening between the Casper College T-Birds and your Central Wyoming College Rustlers.
Waiting for the coaches.
Fans, earlier this year, we had one of our players, Hunter Trago. His father passed away a couple months ago. If we could, we'd just like to take a moment, have just a moment of silence in honor of Hunter Trago and his dad, please. Thank you. Okay, now, before we meet the starters, I just want to please remind everyone, please be respectful of these kids out here doing what they do, the coaches and officials, with your language and your actions and everything in here this evening. Thank you. All right, now let's meet the starters. First for Casper. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 6'3" sophomore, number 1, Nasir Washington. From Fontana, California, 6'8" freshman, number 4, Channing Cade. From Fort Collins, Colorado, 6'3" sophomore, number 14, Parker Davis. From Miami, Florida, 6'8" freshman, number 24, Justin Bandy. And from Auckland, New Zealand, 6'1" sophomore, number 55, Aaron Siebert. Casper's coached by head coach Dion Anderson. All right, now let's meet your Rustlers. First, from El Paso, Texas, a 5'10" sophomore, number 0, Cameron Gully. From Hobart, Tasmania, 6'2" sophomore, number 2, Jordan Peel. From Mapleton, Georgia, 6'4" sophomore, number 3, Julian Ormond. From Casper, Wyoming, 6'5" sophomore, number 13, Isaac Paddock. And from Onkaparinga, Australia, 6'6" freshman, number 33, Daniel Smith. Rustlers coached by head coach Pat Rafferty. Good luck.
Excuse me if my voice cracks early. Moment of silence for Hunter Trago and Phoenix and the rest of the Trago family. And having lost the mother of my children when my kids were 8 and 5, my heart goes out to you guys. As you could see, Jordan and Cam and Isaac, all of the sophomores that played with the Trago brothers yesterday during that moment of silence. And basketball is underway. Siebert, wearing number 55, will bring the ball across the timeline. And Casper backdoor underneath. Reverse lay-in is good. Channing Cade on a nice pass from Parker Davis. Appreciate you watching on RustlerAthletics.com. I'm John Gabrielson. Huge historic win for the CWC ladies. First time in 11 years that they have knocked off the Casper College Thunderbird women. Casper's going to take this one away and get another opportunity at it. That one looked almost like travel by Davis. Siebert to Washington, high arcing 3, no good. Paddock will come away with the rebound. CWC and Western ladies jumping out to 1-0 leads. Paddock underneath, working on Cade. Nothing called on contact there. Peel ends up with it. Ormond high arcing triple. No good. Washington the board. Here come the Thunderbirds. We will have interviews with the CWC women's head coach and one of the players in the post game and out of bounds. And oh man, he might have took a knee to the thigh. Channing Cade is a little hurt as he'll stagger through that picture right there. I think he's going to have a pretty good thigh bruise from that one. Got a knee right in the meaty part of the right thigh. Channing Cade. Peel. Baseline is Luke Danielson quickly into the game for Isaac Paddock. Danielson will get it. He'll put it off glass and score it. Nice dish, Daniel Smith. Had a request for a shout out to Daniel Smith's grandparents. Pauline and Barry Smith watching in Adelaide, South Australia. Hey, so for you Celsius people, we had a high of 16 degrees Celsius on January 14th in the altitude of Riverton, Wyoming today. It was around 10 degrees Celsius at game time, by the way. So just helping out. Overcast in Hobart, Tasmania, I'm told. Long triple gully. Back of the iron, no good. And Parker Davis is going to be fouled by Luke Danielson, the 6'6 freshman out of Queens Creek, Arizona. And again, Isaac's been battling a foot injury. He had a little bit of, I guess, a staph infection, had that surgically taken care of in a little procedure, and then had that same foot stomped on last week in the 4 Winds game. Then an offensive foul is going to be whistled on Parker Davis, who doesn't believe it, as he knocks Jordan Peel to the ground. Jordan gets up a little gingerly. If you're a fan of sports betting like FanDuel or any of those, the over-under on how many times I call Jordan Peel pool tonight, I'm hoping it's 0. I think I've got a big note here to myself. I mean, I know it's not pool. I just keep saying that for some reason and haven't done it yet, knock on wood. Ball knocked away, taken away by Washington. Central and Casper, 2 apiece. High 3, no good. Rebound by Justin Bandy from Miami, who comes into the ball game. Washington spins, contacts, a lot of sound, no call. Ormond trailing the play. Shot no good by Danielson. Put back up and in. Luke off the bench quickly has all 4 points for Central. They have their first lead of the game at 4-2. 39th meeting between these two since Central brought back athletics in 2009. They brought back volleyball in 2008, brought back men's and women's basketball in 2009. 39th meeting between these two. Casper leads the series 29-9. They've won 9 of the last 10. They've won 15 of the last 17. And how about that dunk by Daniel Smith? 6'2", Central out in front of the Thunderbirds. Richardson gets tied up with Gully, crossing him over, and will be fouled by Cam. Casper has won 3 in a row, by the way. Colton Rogers, Casper product, a redshirt freshman coming in. Probably knows Isaac Paddock pretty darn well, being a year apart. Channing Cade still really kind of nursing that right thigh. You can see him stretching out in the top right-hand corner of the bright orange shoes as he took a knee to the thigh, and I don't think he's feeling 100% yet. Sievert, right-hand scoop is good. Nice move, Sievert going through the pack. Ormond, left side Peel. Underneath, extra pass, tapped out of there. It's going to go Casper basketball, should, and it does. And we've got our first media timeout of the contest. Chance for me to show you something I was going to show you earlier, but my own ineptitude kept me from doing so, and that is our look at the CWC campus. Looking out at the empty dorms at the moment. CWC does not return to classes until the 20th, which is Tuesday of next week. This big flashing out here, if you can see my mouse, that big flashing light is the street sign, the digital sign on the main street of Riverton. These little pancake towers right here are from Wyoming PBS and Rustler Radio, and right in here is the gymnasium that you're looking at away from the dorms, and a temperature right now at about 41 degrees Fahrenheit. I think we're around 9 or 10 degrees on the centigrade side of the equation. And again, a big win for the CWC ladies as they won 78-69, winning for the first time in 11 years against Casper College. And more importantly, putting themselves out to a 1-0 start in Region 9 play. Gillette leading Western right now 14-12. They're about 6 minutes old in that ball game. Gillette will be here next Wednesday. Actually, no, LCCC. Central will go to Gillette Saturday. That's what it is. I knew there was a Gillette tie in there somewhere. Washington hands it back to Richardson. Back up top, Washington steps into a three, can't get it to go, and Ormond the rebound. Central early on, 3 of 6 from the field. Casper 2 of 6. Paddock again, just a couple of minutes before he came out of the ball game. And got him listed at 1 minute, in fact, on the official playing. Shot clock down to 5. Ormond from 15 left it short. Here comes Washington and the Thunderbirds. They average 85 a game. Siebert can't get that to go. Ormond the rebound. Casper averages 85 a game. Central averaging 70 a game. This definitely needs to be a CWC tempo here today, and they've got to take care of the rebounding as well and shoot decently. And Danielson says, okay. Luke Danielson off the bench has 6 points for Central. 109 degrees in the Outback today on the YouTube chat. How do you survive that? But then you wonder how we survive when it's minus 20 Fahrenheit. So Ormond's shot is no good, and Colton Rogers, the Casper product, comes away with it. Seaver behind the head, back in the corner, and he's going to be fouled by Daniel Smith. Parker Davis going to check back into the contest for Casper. Isaac Paddock will come in. Daniel Smith will sit. As Isaac played 1 minute and then was out, now back in. I'm not sure if that was as much foot injury as coach maybe said, you're not doing what I'd like you to do. Come sit over here and talk to me about it. Nice slap and a steal by Gully. Danielson physical, leans in and scores. And Luke has 8 points in the early going. It's 8-4, Luke leading the Thunderbirds. Richardson, and he's out of bounds. Colton Rogers was out of bounds in that far corner, and he'll turn it over as Bandy will check back into the contest for the Thunderbirds. Nazir Washington coming in. You know, I don't know. I think that the Central ladies are full well knowing as Davis picks up that, but I'm not sure the guys kind of understand. Oh man, there's another personal foul on the offensive side as Davis slams into Peel, and he's going to go sit down. That is his second. Sievert right back into the game as Parker Davis whistled for 2 offensive fouls, and he's quizzing the official about, hey, what did I do? And I think I extended the arms a little bit for one, I think, but I'm not sure, because you're only here for a couple of years as a player, and you maybe don't fully get the history, as Gully's second triple attempt is no good. Bandy the rebound. But when you've been an employee at Central Wyoming College for 19 years and you've done a majority of those games, and there's another offensive foul by Casper, this one on Bandy at the top. That is their third of that variety. And I've also been the historian, so to speak, going back through the archives to find those kind of stats, to find that Central wins for the first time in 11 years, spanning 23 games in the women's game. Much like Casper has won 15 of the last 17 against Central on the men's side. 10-4, Central out in front. Paddock travels with it. And he'll turn it over. Third turnover, fourth turnover of the game. Casper is 1 of 8 in the last 3:05. And they've had 4 turnovers in the last 6:48. They haven't scored in 3:05 and counting, as you've got a good shot of Coach Pat Rafferty. Tyler Jetty's going to check in next dead ball. Richardson through the paint, a lot of contact. Richardson got his own rebound. One extra pass, Sievert. Good defense by Ormond. Flips it in the corner to Richardson. He'll try to reverse lay-in. Can't get it. Ormond gets pushed in the back, but they'll say it's out of bounds. I thought Julian got pushed pretty well. Nothing called. Tyler Jetty will check in. Tyler from Hamilton, Montana, the 6'3" freshman. Casper has missed their last 4 field goal attempts. Almost out of bounds, so they'll throw it to Sievert at the logo. Media timeout coming next dead ball. Rogers runs into Peel and will be called with 1 second on the shot clock. Peel gets called for the foul, and we've got another media timeout. We'll take that break with them. At the 11:59 mark, Central 10, Casper 4. Casper 2 of 11 from the field. They've missed their last 5 and haven't scored in almost 4 minutes. We'll be back after this.
No antenna, cable, or satellite connection? No problem. You can now stream Wyoming PBS live at wyomingpbs.org/streaming. Or using the free PBS app on your favorite streaming device. The Wyoming PBS live stream is available on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, and on many smart TVs. Wyoming PBS, now streaming live.
For the last 87 years, the NJCAA has provided academic and athletic opportunities to thousands of student athletes. However, several rules make it more challenging for 2-year college transfers. Recently, 16 national coaches associations, led by the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association, sent a request for change to NCAA leadership to make the rules the same for all transfers. We commend their leadership and stand together in support of same game, same rules.
Coming up at halftime, Keith Wyatt of the CWC women's team talking about their historic win. He'll bring a player with him, as you see Jetty, Danielson, and Paddock in the middle of your screen. Ormond and Peel on the court with them. Did Peel tell Rogers to tuck his jersey in? It looked like maybe he did. I don't know if that was the case or not, but that's how it looked from this vantage point. Ball knocked away, and a late whistle and a foul comes in. Bandy goes down hard. Danielson's going to get the call. And Luke thought he was fouled. And Coach Rafferty chatting with the official, saying, okay, so if he does this and he does this, and referee giving his reasoning why he called what he did. Daniel Smith will return to the lineup. Luke Danielson, great minutes for Luke. 7 minutes of play, and he scored 8 points. It's a pretty good average. Bandy takes the inbounds. Hands it back out to Richardson. He is going to be fouled by Jetty. As Tyler looked like he got a pretty good strip on it, but had part of the wrist as well, says the official. Casper hasn't scored in over 4 minutes. They trail 10-4. They're 2 of 11 from the field. They're 0 of 5 from the arc. Washington falls down again, and Paddock tries to rip the ball out of his hands. Quick whistle gives the basketball to the Thunderbirds on the alternating arrow. And again, if you watch Richardson, number 4, he's got those big bright shoes on. He just keeps working that right thigh, that quad. I think he took a pretty good knee and has a pretty good knee bruise and will have, and it's going to hurt worse tomorrow, obviously, but he's hurting now as Bandy knocks that one away. One of their last 10 for the Thunderbirds. Central needs to capitalize on this. Central hasn't scored in 2 minutes and 10 seconds themselves. Jetty, Ormond to end that. Can he? Yes. Bounces around a few parts of the iron and falls in. And Central with a 9-point advantage. Thunderbirds with just 2 subs on the bench. No, they got 2 checking in and 1, so they have 3 subs. Contact. Richardson wanted a foul. Not so sure he shouldn't have got it. Nice move. Peel, left hand to the right hand, actually, and it's good. And a timeout, Dion Anderson. Nice play. Jordan Peel with a deke and a step through. And he knocks it in. And Central has out to a 15-4 advantage as we hit a timeout with 10:56 left. Next Central game, how about this highlight? Watching that highlight, remember this? That was Isaac Paddock slamming that one home. Central will be back at it again on Wednesday at home against LCCC. Now that is the next home broadcast. The Central boys, Central men will be at Gillette on Saturday as we give you a little preview of what to expect. And Central out to an 11-point lead. The Central women got behind by 12 and then came back and took care of business on the 18th ranked Thunderbirds. Washington, who averages just under 19 points a game and is 4th in steals in Region 9, is quiet at the moment. He has not scored as of yet. He is 0 for 2. He's got a couple of rebounds. Cade, triple, no good. Bandy, the rebound, lost it out of bounds. Good hands by Paddock to swat it out of there. .34 remains first half. We're about midway through the first stanza from Central Wyoming College. Nice. Jetty just steps in front of it, guns it up ahead, and a flush. Daniel Smith with a jam. He battled it a bit, gathered it back in, and throws it down. Central, 9-0 run over the last 4 minutes of basketball. And it's going to continue for the moment. And a nice play by Parker Davis to get the offensive rebound and the putback. First basket in 5 minutes and 40 seconds for the Thunderbirds. Central with an 11-2 run over the last 4 minutes. It's actually a 17-4 run over the last 8 minutes of play as we're under 10. Jetty to Ormond. Julian hands it back. Jordan, triple. Back of the iron, no good. That one looked like it was on. Cade with a rebound. Sievert to the end of the Rustler bench. Washington guns it, corner, saving it. Sievert triple, no good. Daniel Smith the rebound. Casper 0 of 8 from the arc. They are a 36% three-point shooting team, but they're 0 of 8 right now. They shoot around 24 a game. Oh boy, Smith should have just turned around and he'd have scored that. Peel instead takes it himself, and Jordan has 4 points. Casper, one of their last 11, and they'll throw that one away. Smith takes it away. Ormond takes it all the way in. Cade with a rebound. Central early on shooting right at 50%, and another turnover on the Thunderbirds. And another turnover on Central and a foul. Thunderbirds with 7 turnovers, Central with 5. Gully will return. Rogers returns for the Thunderbirds. As you see Cam getting ready to check in. Nas Washington, a 70% free throw shooter on a team that shoots 68%. Casper averages shooting 24 threes, and they are a third of the way there already. About 25% into the game, they're 0 of 8. One in the bonus, Washington gets it. Nobody home for the Thunderbirds to rebound. Now Rogers will step into the right side of the lane. First point of the game for the leading scorer of the Thunderbirds. And he'll get 1 of 2. Peel the rebound. Paddock at the logo. Central with a 19-7 advantage. Jetty to Jordan. Peel runs in, scoots it back out. Isaac won't shoot that 3. Jetty will, left side angle, no good. Smith puts it back and in. Second rebound, 6th point of the game for Daniel Smith. First basket of his that wasn't a dunk. 15-footer Washington settles in and scores. And that's what Casper wants to do. They want to get up and down the floor with you. Like I said, averaging 85 points a game. And they'll get a steal here. Washington, 1-on-2, takes it the distance and scores. That's Casper basketball right there. Coach Anderson wanted a foul from the official, doesn't get it, but it's back to a 10-point contest. As Casper, and another steal. Defense spurs the offense, and a lay-in good by Washington. No move from Coach Rafferty for a timeout. Gonna let these gentlemen work it out themselves. Quick 6-0 run in 36 seconds. Cade will block Smith, and it's taken away. Casper's hit their last 3. And no shot of travel on Washington. He knocked the shot down, but he gets called for the travel. Doesn't like it as he heads to the immediate timeout. 7:11 left, first half. Central by 8, 21-13. Casper's scored the last 6 points in the last 53 seconds of the game. We'll return after this break. This is Rustler Basketball on Rustler Media.
Central for making dreams come true.
Central to empowerment.
Central to the future of higher education in America.
Central to football.
Central to my heritage.
Central to healthcare.
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching. Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
That's extremely exciting.
Absolutely fascinating.
There's something you're doing that's magic.
$7:11 remaining in the first half. Central with a 21-13 advantage here. Gillette with a 34-31 advantage on Western Wyoming in Rock Springs. Pronghorns on the road. Paddock baseline, back up top. Gully to Smith. Works his way around and dunks another one. His third slam of the night. throwaway by Parker Davis and the Thunderbirds. Actually, they're calling for a travel. Says that official right there on your screen. He says walk, turnover. Central's biggest lead was 14. It's currently at 10. They led at the 8-14 mark, and they'll throw it away again. Boy, Central has 8 turnovers already in this ballgame. They average 15. Both teams average 15. Casper's committed 9. Central has committed 7. Not been a real clean game at this point. Sievert averages 18 points a game. He's got 2 right now. Washington, their leading scorer, steps back over Jetty, misses the 3. Gully goes up and gets the rebound. I about did it. Peel can't get it to go. Smith knocks it away. I was hoping the over-under was 0, but it's 1 at the moment. And there's a nice shot by Parker Davis from the left side to knock in that 3. CWC ladies walk it into the house. Smith underneath, pump fake, got everybody in the air, and he'll lay it in. Daniel Smith with 10. First to double figures. Game high honors for the moment. Smith, 3, nope. Peel the board, Gully races past his man and has it batted back. Gets it back, and they will reset up their offense. Casper has hit 4 of their last 5 field goals. Paddock lost that one right into the hands of Sievert. Taken away by the Thunderbirds. Cade underneath. Reverse lay-in, good. Nice play by Channing Cade. And again, I still don't think he's 100% after taking that knee to the quad early on in this ball game. Peel to Smith, wide open. Cam Gully, get in there, can't. And Jetty's going to come in and commit the foul on Parker Davis. And Tyler will get his first personal foul. Free throws coming for Casper. Bandy and Richardson back into the contest. Appreciate you watching on RustlerAthletics.com. Great numbers of viewing audience tonight. We appreciate you tuning in. Big thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and the new media crew, including her husband running ISO cam for us, Kyle Nikoloff. Gordon Ferris running the game cam. Neil Hushbeck is our student director. And again, we don't even have classes till Tuesday, but Neil and Gordon coming on their, they're hourly, so we'll pay them, but coming in outside of class time. And then Kyle Nikoloff coming out of retirement. (25-20). Casper within 5 after Central had put up a 14-point advantage about 4 minutes ago. Casper has hit 5 of their last 7 and now at a free throw. And Rogers knocks that ball off of Jordan Peel out of bounds. And it will be Casper basketball. Central has cooled off. 1 of 8 from the arc, 12 of 25 from the field, which is still 48%. Casper 1 of 11 from the arc, and there's a travel again. Second time in a row that Parker Davis, well, it's not second time in a row, but second time in short order that Parker Davis has been called for the walk. Four and a half left to play, first half. Smith gets free, left-hand layup. Good defense by Peel, but better offense by Parker Davis as he flies around and hangs in the air. And Channing Cade was stretching behind the bench, and he gets told, you're going in the game. So he has to come stop his stretching on that quad. Smith, Gully, Jetty, baseline, runs out of real estate, trailing the play and a jam. Isaac Paddock, almost reminiscent of the highlight I showed on the next game. Jetty knocks it away, taken away by Central. Boy, Central, that's at least the 5th dunk of the game for Central, maybe the 4th. I don't remember that many dunks for Central in a first half of a basketball game. Paddock between the circle, hands it off to Jetty, off his thigh anyway. Goalie, 6 to shoot, back to Tyler. 3 to shoot. Contact, Jetty lets it fly at the buzzer, and Parker Davis, who had got knocked to the ground, gets up, gets the rebound. Triple, Rogers, no, Peel, the board. 3 minutes left to play. We'll have another media timeout, I believe, in which we're gonna keep it here during that timeout. 29-22, this is definitely a Central tempo and score, but you saw flashes of what Casper would like to do that kind of got him back in this game as Peel's triple no good. And it'll be rebounded by Bandy. Long shot, Sievert, nothing but net. And just like that, Thunderbirds within 4. Central led by 14, now leads by 4. Thunderbirds been taking care of some business. Smith in traffic, bodied up, scores. 14 in the first half for Daniel Smith. His Rustler high is 20. Nice take, left side spin, dish, score, Richardson. First basket of the game for Zaire Richardson. Averages just under 14. 31-27, backdoor Gully in traffic, tries to get it to Paddock. Bandy got it first, and it's knocked away and taken away. Richardson bodied up with Gully, and a foul on Cam will send Richardson to the line. And a timeout on the floor with 97 seconds left in the first half. Casper at the line when we don't come back, because I'm going to actually put this graphic on the screen here and tell you how you can help out Central Wyoming College Athletics. And it is the Rustler 500 reverse raffle. It is coming to this very gymnasium on April 10th. You do not have to be present to win. And if you do win, you can walk away with $10,000. It is a reverse raffle. What happens is they sell only 500 tickets. Tickets are $100 a piece. They have sold it out many years, and they sell out with the winner getting $10,000. There'll be some silent auction items. There will be an auction item of baked dessert goods that the teams make that I somehow have become the auctioneer of that. I'm not an auctioneer, but I play one on the radio. And it's just a good time. It's a fun night, April 10th. Like I said, you don't have to be present to win. And if you would like to help out the Rustler Athletics Scholarship Fund, you can do so by checking out rustlerathletics.com. And there is a tab for the Rustler 500 on there as well. 97 seconds remaining in the first half here at 31-27. And congratulations, Coach. How about that? Coach Wyatt, Blue Ring, Lexi Kessler going to join us at the half. We may not even have time for the coach, because we'll talk to you guys here in mere moments. Free throw is good by Zaire Richardson. The reason I can't talk to you yet, Lexi, is I'm using your input as a crowd mic up there, so you'll just have to wait till halftime. I can talk to Lou. Lou can talk. Hey, Lou, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Second one is no good. 90 seconds remaining in the first half. Central led by 14, hanging on to a 3-point lead. Christian Kranz has checked into the ball game for Central out of Hermosa Beach, California, the 6-foot freshman. Peel, back to Paddock. Shot clock is at 10. Give and go. Paddock in trouble. Lost it out of bounds. Casper basketball. That is the 12th turnover of the game by the Central men. They average 15 a game, and that's already 12. With $1:14 left, Cran's going to pick up Sievert, three-quarter court. And we've got a shoe tying going to go for Channing Cade out in the left side corner. And they stop play for a quick minute. Richardson will trigger it inbound to Sievert near the midcourt stripe. 60 seconds left in the first half. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show coming up. Paddock knocked it away. Crans goes to the ground and it sails off his fingers out of bounds. They're going to reset the shot clock to 20. Not sure where it was when all of that transitioned, but they'll put it at 20. And a foul on the Rustlers as Richardson will go to the line. 79% free throw shooter. Scored 28 against Williston State in the last Casper win. Their last win was November 29th on a 6-game losing skid. The Thunderbirds. Richardson misses the first. He's out of Cleveland, Ohio. It's a 3-point game. Central led by 14 early and looked like it might be a long night for Casper. And now they're all right back in the hunt of this, which was kind of deja vu of your game, Lou, where it looked like it might be a long night for the Rustlers, and then all of a sudden we're talking about making history.
Yeah, it was close not close at the start, but we brought it back.
And how?
Yeah.
Lob down low to Smith. Crans corner, good. Christian Crans with a much-needed bucket. Central had turned it over their last 3 times, but then quickly up ahead, Washington will score. Coach Rafferty off the bench finally and talking to his kids pretty animated. With shot clock dark, 10 seconds left, Central. Will it be a 3-point lead, 5-point lead, 6-point lead? Jetty says, how about 6? No. Will it be a 3-point lead? Just inside half court, they'll call a offensive foul. At midcourt, an offensive foul, leaning in, trying to get contact, was Zaire Washington. That should be Richardson. Obviously not a shooting foul anyway. It was only their 4th personal foul. And 0.2 seconds, Crans, quick launch, hits the backboard, and we have played 1 half. Central 34, Casper 31. Their late first half in Rock Springs, where Western is out in front of Gillette, 44-42. By the way, Coach, Western defeated Gillette 81-69 in women's play earlier tonight. Hey, stay with us. We'll be back with the ladies and their victory of the earlier part of the evening tonight. A little history being made. Lexi and Lou will join me. Central up by 3 at the break in the men's game.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities. So access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Hey, grab me one too.
Welcome back to halftime. Central leading 34-31 in the men's game. And let's talk women's basketball. I've got Lexi Kessler and Lou Ring with me. And for the first time in 11 years, 23 straight Casper victories. The CWC ladies have knocked off the 18th ranked team in the country, 78-69. Lou, what are you thinking? What do you, when you hear that, when you had that happen? I know you've been removed from it for about 45 minutes or an hour now, but tell me your thoughts.
I think it's about time, honestly. About time we got that win. I mean, we've known we can do that. It was just whether we followed through with it and did what we know we can do. And tonight we did that. So.
It's a different situation. You were here last year. You played them. You got beat 76-39 or something like that last year. So you know that. But Lexi, coming in as a freshman, had you known the history and what you guys did tonight? Has that sunk in yet, or were you aware of that?
Yeah, it was something that was brought up multiple times throughout the past 2 weeks that we've been preparing for them, and it's something that we've all discussed and wanted to change, and we finally did that.
Tell me what's going on from the three-point line. I said you are number one in three-point percentage in Region 9. I said the only thing is maybe you just need to shoot more. And 5 of 7 tonight from the arc. You were feeling it.
I was feeling it. It felt good. I got a pretty good shooting coach.
21 points, which is a little shy of your average there, but 8 rebounds, 8 assists. What are you doing? You're 5 foot something here, and you're down there with 8 rebounds. What's going on there?
I don't know. Just got to go get the ball.
The pace of this game, you guys, it looked like you wanted to run them. And it looked like, I think that took a big toll on them, that you got them, out of their game. I think you got them a little tired. Would you agree?
100%. I mean, we've been practicing for 4 hours every day. So we knew that we were in good shape, and this was their first game back from the break. So you kind of see that they were, as the game went on, they were getting tired, and we were just kept pushing the pace.
What was said when you're down by 12 in the first quarter? I heard Coach yell, "Wake up!" at one point during the timeout. But what did you guys say amongst yourselves on the floor?
We still got time. We got to punch back. They got the first punch, but we punched back harder.
You played all 40 minutes. Lexi, you played all 40 minutes in this one here tonight. And outside of that, you guys scored. The starting 5 were the only ones that scored tonight. 21, 15 for Lexi, 15 for Bella. Aaliyah with 10. Louie, you had 22, which ties your career high as a rustler, by the way. Lucy played well, 10 points. I mean, I asked myself, hypothetically, I said, who is Coach going to bring? Because he could have conceivably brought all 5 of the starters up here tonight.
No, 100%.
I agree. I think everyone showed up today.
Yeah, we all did what we needed to do to get that win.
What is this? I mean, it's great. You're going to live it up, but now you got to go to Gillette and make it stand up, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
What did Coach say in the postgame to you about next things going on?
Well, we're going to enjoy it tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to get back to work and get ready for Gillette.
Yeah.
You had said everybody showed up tonight. Was there a point in this one that somebody stepped up at a different point to help kind of push things through?
I feel like everyone kind of took their turn. People took their turn keeping us in it in the first and second half, and then, I shot well in the third, and then Lou kind of finished it for us. Put the dagger in it.
Coach try to slow you down at one point, and did that throw things off? You can say, I know he's looking over your shoulder, but you can say it.
I think a little bit, but obviously it was probably the smarter thing to do, but at the end of the day, you just got to keep playing your basketball and not let it affect you, I guess.
I think I used the words, go with what got you to the dance, basically, and then I think after 2 or 3 possessions, you had urged them back along, Coach. Shout-outs to anybody that may be watching on the halftime show? Anything I didn't ask that maybe needs to be brought out?
Shout out my family watching at home.
Yeah,
my
shout out
supporters.
from New Zealand.
And what time was it there when they were watching? Early in the morning tomorrow?
No, it's 4 p.m. tomorrow now.
Okay, so they got to watch it in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
Then. Thanks for coming and B, congratulations. This one, like I said, I've been at the college. This is my 19th year here. I have done a lot of research into this. I think it's like 55-12 against Casper, and now it's 23-3. And you knew that streak wasn't going to last forever. And like you said, it's about time. And why not you guys? And good luck on Saturday. What do we know about the Pronghorns? I know they lost tonight to Western by a final count of 81-69, but you guys have been prepping a little bit for them as well.
Yeah, they're a good team. If you let them get going, then they're hard to stop. But obviously, we're gonna try not to let that happen.
Yeah, we're gonna just keep playing our game and keep doing what we know we can do.
As a sophomore, and you've played in that arena before, and you've played in these other Region 9 gyms, is there anything you impart on the freshmen, say, hey, this is what you're going to look for, this is their student section's wild, or, not necessarily Gillette per se, but about any other places?
I mean, their gym's really nice. I'm just trying to, give the girls confidence. I think a lot of the time that's our problem. We don't believe that we can win. And today we believed we could win, and we did win. So we just need to keep that going.
All right. Very good. Thank you guys for coming up. Congratulations. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
You bet. I actually am going to talk to the coach here real quick. I do want to talk to Coach Wyatt real quick as we are at the half, and then we'll get to some halftime stats in this way. Hey, thank you, ladies. Great job out there. And Coach Wyatt, at one point when this game, you started, I think your first 5 possessions were turnovers.
Yeah.
And you got down by 12. And then you had mentioned, I pointed out, I'm like, during that timeout, the only thing I heard was wake up.
Yeah.
And your team woke up.
Yeah. Like I said, we have it. Sometimes we just don't know how to get to that level. So that was, in the timeout there, we just had to match the physicality. I think you might have heard me say that. The toughness, the speed of the game. Once we competed that way, then the basketball stuff took care of itself. And that's been our biggest problem is we worked on being tough a lot, just physically, mentally, emotionally, because then the basketball stuff follows. So just a credit to them for being, just staying with it and trusting what we're doing and coming back, because we could have easily, like history has been in the past, just gotten blown out tonight, and they just kept fighting. So I'm really proud of them.
Did you plan on the up-tempo 40 minutes in this one?
Yes. Yeah, that was one of our keys to the game was push the pace. We saw some weaknesses in the way they got back in transition. A lot of teams were able to get some easies against them, so we made a point to do it. And we play a little bit better. We play a little bit more free sometimes. I thought our offensive sets were much better tonight overall, but we're usually just better when we kind of play a little bit free, organized but free and making our decisions. So, yeah, we knew we had an advantage pushing the pace against them.
And like I mentioned with the gals, it looked like, starting the fourth quarter, it was like, let's take a little air out of the basketball.
Yeah.
And that, I wouldn't say backfired, but it certainly didn't benefit you.
Yeah.
You realized, put them back out there, said, let's do with what got us here.
I thought we could, I liked the way we were executing, so I thought we could buy a few possessions where we just kind of slow it down, kill a little bit of clock, because we were up by 5, I think, something around that time. And then we kind of stalled out a little bit like we normally do. But then we made a few plays here and there, but also it started on defense. I think we held them to 31 in the second half, or
31 in the second half.
Yeah, so our defense was much better. We actually executed our scouts and what we wanted them to do. The people that took the shots is pretty much where we wanted them to shoot and who to shoot and where. So it starts there, and then we were able to run and get those easy buckets too. So it was good. They really executed the plan.
And your starters Iron Manned it. 40 minutes for the two that were just up here, 37 for the other 3. And not only did you run that tempo, you did it with 5 girls for 40 minutes.
Well, like they said, we came back New Year's Eve. They came back early from their families, the people they love, to do this. And we've been working out really hard. We did a workout today. We did a shoot around today. We have worked really hard to get ourselves in shape, and we knew that they wouldn't be in shape yet. And we had a game to play before this one, so it helped us. So again, that was an advantage we thought we had, and we made them pay.
And here I joked around with you 45 minutes before game time. Your girls are going to be tired before the game starts, and not only were they not, they kind of ran the other team down a little bit tonight. Congratulations. First win in 23 tries spanning 11 years. And, got to go make the next, you're only as good as the next one, unfortunately, but it's nice to be 1-0 after a home game.
Yeah, it's good to start conference with that. It's a good confidence builder, but like I said, when they wake up tomorrow, we have a whole nother challenge, a whole nother matchup coming up. So, but we do need to enjoy this tonight because we've worked hard to do this, and our schedule's been really tough to prepare us for this. So we'll enjoy it tonight and then get back to work tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You
appreciate it.
Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
At Gillette. That is head coach Keith Wyatt. When we come back, it will be Central basketball with a 34-31 lead in this contest. I will look at stats as we unfold the second half as well, but I do think we dominated the halftime show with the ladies, but I think the first win in 11 years over a team that is ranked 18th in the country on top of it deserved a little bit of extra time and accolades for the CWC ladies. Central basketball when we come back after this break. This is Rustler basketball from Rustler Media.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Since 1964, Atlantic City Federal Credit Union has proudly served Fremont County. Today, we're Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union, serving all of Wyoming with the same trusted team and values. We're enhancing our focus on simple, smart, seamless banking for our growing community. Join us as we elevate financial possibilities for all Wyoming residents. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Reach new heights. Visit grandaltitude.com.
Hot Springs Health is dedicated to providing quality care close to home. Our Riverton Clinic offers comprehensive care for everyone in your family, from infants to geriatrics. Whether you need a routine checkup, specialized pre-post-natal care, or dedicated family medicine, Hot Springs Health is here. We also provide pain management, joint manipulation, and immediate care for your acute needs. And for those important milestones, we also offer all types of physicals for sports, Department of Transportation, and pre-employment. Hot Springs Health Riverton is located at 2002 West Sunset Drive.
34-31 Central out in front of the Casper College Thunderbirds as we begin the second half. Big thanks to Lexi Kessler and Lou Ring for coming up at halftime, and Coach Keith Wyatt, and congratulations to them on a big win here tonight. Final score on that one was 79-78. Central leading right now 34-31 as I mentioned. And Daniel Smith, 14 first half points, 7 of 8 from the floor. He has 2 rebounds, he has 3 assists in 18 minutes of the first half. Jordan Peele has 4. Luke Danielson scored 8 points early, played 7 minutes of the first half. Christian Kranz has a triple. Julian Ormond has 3 points. And Jordan Peele has 4. Isaac Paddock has 2 points in his minutes. Peele, Gully, Paddock, Ormond, and Smith. The 5, as you see, head coach Pat Rafferty and his wife/assistant coach Tony Rafferty, who does a lot of strength and conditioning with this basketball team on the sideline. Central ball to begin the second half. Washington, Cade, Davis, Bandy getting the second half start. And Sievert dressed in black. Baseline, Smith. Bodies in, corner. Ormond gets it back. Has to high arc the 3 over Bandy. Gets knocked to the floor, and he knocks it in. Nice job, Julian Ormond going over the block of Bandy. Got contact, got knocked somersault over. And with his sore back, that's the last thing he needs, but he's back up and back into the action. Triple on the other side, no good. Smith one-arms the rebound after being held by Bandy. Washington has 9, Davis has 9 for the Thunderbirds. Smith, the rebound, put it back up and in. 16 points off of his 3rd rebound for Daniel Smith. Shake and bake and a miss. Bandy the rebound, and he throws it right through the legs of Nas Washington out of bounds. Washington has 9. Davis has 9, as I mentioned. Sievert has 5. Richardson has 4. Channing Cade has 4 points in the contest for the Thunderbirds. 12 of 31, 39%. Central 18 of 35, 51%. This is definitely Rustler tempo, Rustler style of basketball right now. Thus, they have an 8-point advantage in this ball game. Central has committed 13 turnovers, which you don't like to see that. Casper has scored 9 points off of it. Peel gets free on the low baseline and puts it in. Back to a 10-point Central advantage. Their biggest lead was 14. And a timeout called by Coach Anderson to save the possession as Gully dives on Richardson to tie that ball up. And we have a quick timeout. Chance to let you know the next time the CWC men will be on this home floor, and it will be on January 21st against LCCC, when they will play their 3rd Region 9 game. If you remember, that play was a heck of a play on the dish from Connor Davidson, and he got it out there to Paddock. But Wednesday of next week, a doubleheader when Central is back on the home floor taking on the LCCC Golden Eagles. LCCC playing tomorrow at Northwest. Get you a score from Rock Springs too, if I can. I believe Gillette and Rock Springs, it's 47-42. Western back out in front of the Pronghorns now. Pronghorns had a lead for pretty much most of the first half in that one, but a minute into the second half, Western Wyoming leads the Gillette Pronghorns. Western women 1-0, Central Wyoming women 1-0. And for the first time in a long time, the Casper Thunderbird women are 0-1 in conference play. And Washington, excuse me, it's Channing Cade still working that quad out behind the Casper bench. You see him behind the Casper bench, standing up, stretching out that right quad. Richardson blocked and fouled by Smith, who looked like he had pretty good position. Referee says nah, and he will send Zaire Richardson to the line. 2 for 4 from the line today is Zaire. 2 minutes into the second half, nothing but net. Luke Danielson checks in for Daniel Smith. Second personal foul on Daniel. He has 16 points. Like I said, he is just getting more and more comfortable the more minutes he plays. Missed a lot of the season with that wrist injury, but has really come on for Central and Coach Rafferty in the handful of games that he has gotten to play. Gully cross courts it to Peel in the corner. Good defense by Richardson. Rebound goes right into the hands of Ormond as Luke's triple does not go in. Danielson tried the 3 from the top of the arc, but a big offensive rebound, Julian Ormond. Down low to Paddock, Bandy on him defensively. Paddock over under, left hand, missed it, but he's fouled. Good quick move by Paddock. Bandy is going to be the recipient of the foul. No, he's not. It's going to go against Parker Davis. And that is his 3rd. Free throw, Paddock is good. Isaac averages 10 points a game. He's a 67% free throw shooter, shooting close to 40 on the season, hitting 26 of those. 3rd point of the night, now 4th point of the night for Isaac. Back to a 10-point Rustler advantage. A little bit of illness has been running through this Rustler team. Jetty, Kranz, others. Nice play by Richardson, and hopefully getting back to full strength. Luke hands it back to Gully. Central milking a lot of that 30-second clock to get their good shot. Casper would like to get that shot off about 8 or 10 seconds into the shot clock. Ormond left the three short. Save by Richardson into the hands of Davis. Parker hands it back out. Bandy, nice strong move as he just flows down the right side of the hoop, and Bandy will throw it up off the window and in. Western has opened up a 6-point lead on Gillette nearly 4 minutes into the second half. Almost the exact same juncture that this game is at, time-wise. They're at 54-48, a lot more points being scored in that one. Peel, corner, Gully. Cam still can't get that three to drop. There was 2 seconds on the shot clock. Richardson, the rebound, shovels it over to Sievert on the way. No good. High tap of the rebound, and Paddock ends up with it. Gully, nice step through, rejected twice, and out of bounds, and immediate timeout coming your way. 15:38 left to play in the second half of basketball. 43-37 Central by 6, and a break headed your way. This is Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
This is Central for making dreams come true.
Central to empowerment.
Central to the future of higher education in America.
Central to football.
Central to my heritage.
Central to healthcare.
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching. Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
That's extremely exciting. Absolutely fascinating.
There's something you're doing that's magic.
$15:38 remaining in the contest. Isaac Paddock being administered to in the corner of the gymnasium by Stephanie Gallagher. You can see him up there in that top portion of the screen, looking at his back. Athletic trainer Stephanie Gallagher. Not sure if he has blood on his uniform or what, but Isaac being looked at. Ormond tight-roped the near sideline. Great camera work. Kyle and Neal. Steal by Channing Cade. Central with their 14th turnover of the ball game. They averaged 15 and they're at 14 with 15 minutes left to play. A little uncharacteristic of the Central team that pretty well likes to take care of that rock. Rogers hands it back to Cade. He'll lose it. Turnover number 12 on the Thunderbirds. They also average 15 a game. Smith back into the contest. Corner. Gully, get in there, Cam. Yes. 0 for 4 until that one for Cam Gully. He's now 1 for 5. He's got his first 3 points of the game and puts Central up by 9. Underneath, ball rejected and an offensive foul. Daniel Smith takes the charge underneath. It's kind of a bad situation, though. Central had 2-on-1 on the other end when that ball got whistled at half court. But the offensive foul whistled on Zaire Richardson. Said this in the ladies' game, but I'll say it again in this one. And if he's watching, a hello to fellow broadcaster Jack Noakes, who does the home Thunderbird games that you watch when you watch online on Casper College Thunderbirds. They do a great job at the broadcast in Casper, and always great to hear that voice of Jack Noakes. So hello, Jack. Central 14 to shoot, leading 46-37. Ball is batted away by Parker Davis. Coach Rafferty not excited at all with the 15th turnover of the game by Central. Good defense. Davis battling in, and a second time around is going to be a foul. Davis goes down. Luke Danielson might have fouled him twice and only got called once, in honesty of that one. And Luke a little frustrated, as that's going to send Parker Davis to the line. Parker's a 54% free throw shooter on the season. He hasn't shot very many. 8 of 14 on the year now, and Luke comes out of the game. There you get a good look at Parker Davis. Free throw is good. Ball gets knocked out of bounds and will stay Central basketball. Davis comes out. In his place, Nas Washington has offers at Nichols State, Alcorn State, and others in the D1 division. Does Nasir Washington. Ormond, baseline, Smith off of the foot of Channing Cade and out of bounds. That was a good pickup by the official as Smith tried to spin and it went right off the leg. Ormond in the corner. Shot clock at 8, by the way. Peel, 1 on the shot clock. Hits the front of the iron, no good. Cade at the 15-foot line. Sievert. Central playing a little more aggressive defense than past games as that 3 misses. Smith comes away with the rebound, and I like it. I actually like a little more aggressive defense. Peel, wide open corner, triple, knock it down. 9 for Peel. His first 3 of the night. He was 0 for 5 before that one. Now he's 1 of 6. Back to a 10-point lead for Central. Casper has not scored a field goal in over 3.5 minutes. They've had free throws, but they have not had a field goal in over 3 minutes, and it's going to go longer as they miss that one. And the takeaway by Gully. Oh, Peel right through the hands of Paddock. Another turnover and a dunk by Nasir Washington. It's going to be the good news, the bad news for Central. They have 16 turnovers on the bad news, but the good news is they're still winning by 8. That's the first field goal in 4 minutes and 4 seconds for Casper, that dunk that you just saw happen there. Ormond 3, that's no good. Channing Cade the rebound. Nice triple by Richardson. And again, you can see why tempo, if you're Central, is to keep this thing in a half-court game. Casper thrives on that 94 feet transition basketball. And they're back within 5. Ormond wide open 3, that goes over the top. Richardson the rebound. Sievert long triple, boom. It's a 2-point game. Central controls tempo, puts up a 10-point lead. Casper controls tempo, erases a 10-point lead. Who can impose their will on the other? Paddock, baseline, short corner, 8 to shoot, stripped by Sievert. Long pass up ahead, Washington rejected by Ormond. It will stay Thunderbird basketball, and we'll hit the media timeout at the 12-minute mark, but now it's 10:46. The 12-minute media puts us at 10:46 left in a 2-point game. An 8-0 run over the last 92 seconds for the Thunderbirds. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
Central Wyoming College's spring semester is now open for enrollment. Whether it's nursing, welding, psychology, or meat science, CWC has something for you. Change your future at Central Wyoming College. Central Wyoming is
central to healthcare,
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching. Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
Spring semester begins on Tuesday, the 20th at Central. You have all day tomorrow, all day Friday to get into Rustler Central. Get registered. You can register online at cwc.edu. Get registered for classes and begin to make your way at Central Wyoming College. I'm John Gabrielson, instructor of radio and the manager of 88.1 Rustler Radio, and your play-by-play voice on rustlerathletics.com. Appreciate you tuning in. Amanda Nikoloff is the new media director and instructor, and two of our students are on hand tonight. Neil Hushbeck is directing, and Gordon Ferris is our game cam on ISO Cam. He is award-winning producer of Wyoming PBS, but now retired, Kyle Nikoloff, running the ISO Cam. So appreciate everybody coming out of the woodwork when they didn't have to. Not yet on the payroll calendar. Well, Gordon and Neil are, but Bandy underneath gets free, and we're tied. 10-0 run over the last 145. Central has not scored in 2:15, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. High pass, heel to Paddock. Casper has not led. I scratched that. They led 2-0, but that was the last time they led in this contest. 4 seconds, Gully. Smith for three, no good. Casper with their first chance at a lead since 15 seconds into the game. Smith falls down. Bandy runs over Peel, and then Smith tears the ball away, and Peel is down. Jordan underneath the basket. And I'm hoping, I'm not hoping that he's hurt, but I'm hoping this was a shot to the pills as opposed to an injury of any other kind, as Jordan's going to run off the court. And I think it's still Central basketball out of all this as Jordan goes to the bench. Youch. And like I said, I hope you'll recover from a hit south of the border than you will if something else of injury-wise happens. I thought they're going to go look at the replay now and see what's going on. And again, we are in the press box. I am at the top of the gym in the rafters on the opposite side of the court. And so I'm hoping that I can get some help from the score desk as they are looking at the replay to see what the situation might be out of this. Nora Rasmussen of the CWC volleyball team helping run that replay. And so now the refs have seen it, and they're going to confab at midcourt. As Peel took a pretty good shot to the pills, and then the knockaway by Smith. And I'll get an answer here in moments. Flagrant one is the foul. And does that mean, okay, it's on Bandy. Flagrant one on Justin Bandy out of that equation, and Peel comes in and knocks down the free throw. Makes the second. Flagrant one on Bandy. And Central with the basketball and a 2-point lead. When I get a stop and play, I'll go look at the replay here in just a minute. Oh, I see what it is now. Yeah, we'll go back and watch that here in just a second. Triple Ormond, no good. Long rebound comes out to Washington. And Washington runs over Gully and will get called for the foul. I'm going to watch here real quick. I'm going to go to this play. Let me get rid of that and watch right here. Contact, and then right there. He steps. You can watch it again. Right there, the stomp in the right-hand corner is what got the flagrant one on Bandy. And Central with a 2-point lead in the basketball. And they'll turn it over yet again. 18 turnovers on Central with 9 to go. Corner, Washington, airmail. Ormond, nothing but net. Julian, 3 of 8 from the arc. He has 9 points. All of his baskets from beyond the arc. Gully, rebound, pass up ahead. Peel left it short, gets knocked to the floor. Nope, it's going to say out of bounds. Boy, Gully down on the floor on the other end as he will stagger back into action. Peel went to the floor on the other end. Jordan will trigger the inbound. Finds Paddock. One-on-one on Cade. Goes back up top. Peel, triple, no good. Ormond read it all the way. Gets a great offensive rebound. And Central will reset. Peel steps through and a travel violation. This is exactly how you would expect a conference game to be played. Just absolute battle between these two teams. Smith's going to get called for a foul. As charging in was Zaire Richardson. That is going to be number 3 on Daniel Smith. Number 3 on Central with 8:09 left. Casper has 4 fouls with 8:09 left, and Zaire Richardson has 12 points. He has 12, Davis has 11, Washington has 11. Sievert, who is their second leading scorer right now, held to just 8 points by Central. Smith comes out with 3 fouls. Luke Danielson back into the ball game for him. One possession game, 54-51. Definitely, like I said, Central tempo. Central averages 70, Casper averages 85. Cross court, Julian, 10 to shoot. Ormond steps up, 17, got it. Julian is one of those players who could take over a game, I think, if he wants to. He's got 11 now. He's got the last 2 baskets for Central. Channing Cade working in on Luke Danielson. Great defense by Luke, and he gets the miss And Cam Gully runs down the rebound, his 4th of the game. Great defense by Luke. Julian penetrates, has it swatted away by Rogers. Taken away by Davis. Here comes Sievert. Good defense. Danielson again as he gets in front of Rogers, but this time he gets called for the foul. And that'll be number 4 on Luke with a immediate timeout. 4th personal foul on Luke Danielson. 7:02 remaining in the contest. A 5-point game. We'll be back after this break. Rustlers in the lead. Casper the basketball.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletes for over 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families one-on-one. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. Our services include hand therapy, orthopedic therapy, pre- and post-rehab, and aquatic therapy, and more. Set up an appointment today in Lander, Riverton, Green River, Rock Springs, Saratoga, or Rollins. FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Ding dong.
Mountain dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a view. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a view.
56-51 Central leading Casper College with 7:02 remaining regulation time. Wyoming Cowboys and Cowgirls were both in action tonight. Well, kind of. They both got stomped. San Diego State beat the Cowboy men 74-57. Boise State tromped Wyoming's women 77-40 was the final score as the Cowboys and Cowgirls get trounced tonight. Men at home, the ladies on the road. Nice take, Zaire Richardson. He's got 15 now. 6 of 8 of it, 6 points of it from the free throw line. 1 of 2 from the arc. 3-point game, 56-53. Paddock. Nice move around his man, put it off glass and in with contact. Great move, and we'll get a stop in play. Got a 13 White delay a game as he knocked the ball away after that in the celebration, but that was a heck of a move right there as he went behind the back. Substitution as Cade comes out of the game. I'll show you that play on replay here when we get a chance on the next play, because that was a heck of a play by Paddock. 5-point Central lead. Davis runs into Luke, and Luke is going to foul out of the game. Tried to take the charge, can't, and he will get his 5th personal foul. I'll tell you what, though, Luke Danielson scores 8 points tonight, and he ends up with 5 personal fouls. But when he scored, his points were critical because he came in the first minute of the game for Isaac Paddock, and he scored a majority of those 8 points in that first early going. He ends up fouling out of the game. Paddock has it knocked off his hand, but then trying to save it was Richardson. I think he might have thought that the pass was just errant, and he tried to save it. He would have been better off letting it go, but obviously he thought something different, and his instincts kicked in, and he went after it. Gully. Gonna see Nazir Washington, the leading scorer for this team for Casper, checking in here in just a bit. He has 11 points in the contest, a far cry from his 19 a game. Julian with a shot clock expiring, hits the rim, out of bounds it goes, and it will be Casper College basketball. Washington back into the contest for Rogers. Five-point game. Casper has tied the game, but has never led since they led 2-0 15 seconds into the game. Peel with a foul on Sievert. That'll be team foul number 6 on Central. So next foul will put Casper to the line, a 68% free throw shooting team, which they have hit way better than that tonight. They're 79%, 11 of 14. Bandy into the game. Daniel Smith comes out. Tyler Jetty is in, and another foul. This one on Peel again, I believe, and that's going to be 3. No, it is not. It is on 13, not 3, which 3 would be Julian anyway, but 13 is Paddock, first personal, and that will send Casper to the line for the final 5:22 of the contest. Aaron Sievert at the line. Good. 4th in the nation in threes made is Sievert, and he's 2 of 7 tonight. Gets both of those, he has 10 points. 5:20 left in a one-possession game yet again. And it just seems like it's a bigger lead for Central for some reason, even though it's been tied and then within a couple of possessions ever since the tie. Julian and Gully playing catch. Peel in the corner, knocks it down. Second 3 of the night for Peel, 2 of 8 from the arc. He's got 14 points. Smith has 16 to lead the Rustler scoring attack. Poked out of there by Gully. And then a foul call on Richardson, who knocks Peel to the floor. Central a full 2-possession lead now with 4:42 left in the contest. I've been wanting to show you this Paddock replay for a while now. We'll have time. There will be more timeouts called. Paddock, nice take, pump fake, foul, and he'll go to the line. So like now, let's show you this replay of Isaac Paddock. And am I gonna get time to do this? Yes, let's do it real quick, just because Neil took the score out of there. But watch this play. Here's Paddock right here. Fake behind the back, goes up, and he scores. Nice play, Isaac Paddock. Another 3 for Jordan Peel. Tasmanian knocking down another one. That makes it a 9-point Rustler lead. And near still by Gully, but he'll get called for the foul instead. Peel now with 17. His high is 27 against Trinidad State. He scored 25 against Otero. He scored 26 against Colorado Northwestern. Jordan with 17. At the line, Sievert just made a couple there a few moments ago. Casper has not hit a field goal in the last almost 3 minutes. They're one of their last 7 from the field. They've been helped out by free throws by Sievert. His last basket was 7 minutes ago. He's had free throws, but his last basket came at the 11:20 mark. Ormond runs past Bandy. Baseline, Peel steps in. Oh, he took too many steps. Took one too many steps. You could hear him say, I only took 2 steps, but he did take 2 steps, but it wasn't only 2 steps, unfortunately, and they'll call the walk. Turnover number 20 on the Rustlers. And a media timeout, our final one of the contest. We'll take it with them. 3:58 remains. Central hanging on to a 7-point lead. Casper basketball right after this.
Central Wyoming College's spring semester is now open for enrollment. Whether it's nursing, welding, psychology, or meat science, CWC has something for you. Change your future at Central Wyoming College. Central Wyoming is
central to healthcare,
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching. Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
64-57, and again, if you watch that commercial, you will see Hunter Trago, a teammate of these Rustler men you see on your screen right now. And Hunter Trago, we had a moment of silence for his father, Phil, who passed away the day after Christmas in Australia. Moment of silence for the Trago family, and thoughts with you guys, Hunter, Phoenix, the Trago family. Casper does not have a field goal in the last 3 minutes. Central is 3 for 3 on their field goals. Jetty, Paddock, Ormond, Peel, and Gully dressed in white for Central the final 4 minutes of the contest. Far from over. Jetty knocks it off of Washington out of bounds to Central. Great job by Tyler Jetty to poke that one away. Central has not shot lights out from three. They've just hit big ones when they needed it. They're 8 of 27 from the arc. That's 30%, which is about 8% below what they normally shoot at 38%. But they've hit some big ones when they've needed it. That guy right there, as a matter of fact, has done some pretty good damage. Paddock sets him the paint. 10, no, Bandy the board. Wonder when we'll see Daniel Smith return to the lineup for Central. Sievert drains it. One of the top three-point shooters in the nation in threes made. And Sievert has 15 points. He's 3 of 8 from the arc. Julian to return. Nope, the favor. Paddock with an offensive rebound. Puts it up over Bandy and scores. Casper has played 2 games in this gym, as they played earlier this year, I think, when it was Utah State Eastern was here. Sievert tied up by Ormond, pulls it away. Gully ends up with a basketball. 5 rebounds for Cam. Again, he was an assist away from a triple-double Friday in the win over Four Winds University. Smith will check in next, dead ball for Central. Rustlers trying to close this one out. They have led almost the entire way. At points, it looked like they were going to pull away from it. Jetty in traffic, rejected, poked out of there. Washington ends up with it. Jetty giving up some size in that exchange, has it knocked away by the 6'8" Channing Cade, and a foul called. Paddock, nope, it's going to be Peel, gets whistled for the foul. Washington, I'm not sure if he was shaking his head like, can't believe you fouled me, or I'm glad they called the foul because you didn't foul me. I'm not sure what his head shake was all about, but he'll hit the free throw. 12 points for Washington. Jetty comes out. Daniel Smith back in for Central. Second is good. Game in the 60s here. They're in the 80s at Western. 85-81, Western leading Gillette. And a technical was called on Gillette, and they'll be shooting free throws. And Jordan Peel will knock down another 3. Second half three-point shooting. He's 3 for 6 now. 4 for 6. Should be 4 for 7. Spin, no good. Smith the rebound. 90 seconds left in a 7-point lead. $20 points for Jordan Peel. 75 seconds remaining in the ball game. Shot clock down to 6. Ormond straight away, top of the key. Timeout called. Coach Rafferty. Great job, Julian Ormond. A 9-point game with 65 seconds left to play in the contest. Next home broadcast is going to look like this. The CWC ladies will host LCCC a week from tonight at 5:30 in the evening, and then it will be followed by this game. CWC men taking on LCCC at 7:30. And that will be on Wednesday. CWC will be on the road Saturday. They will be at the Pronghorn Palace. That is a beautiful arena. If you watch that game online, it's about a 3,500 seat basketball arena. I mean, it is not just a gym, it is a arena that they have built. The Hladkys and others in Gillette. It is a beautiful facility. These kids will love playing there. Seats along the end zone, and it's just an awesome atmosphere. And the Rustlers will need to bring it because the Pronghorns are very tough. Minute left to play here. Ormond knocks it away, out of bounds. Washington goes to the floor. 4:20 left in Rock Springs. Western leading Gillette 85-82. Like to get up and down the floor in those two venues, those two teams. Sievert, runner, misses. Peel the rebound and is grabbed by Parker Davis. And the Rustlers will have to win it from the free throw line. Central has only shot 4 free throws. Casper 17 of 20, and Central has only shot 4. They've hit all 4. Jordan has hit 2, Isaac has hit 2. Foul trouble right now. Luke Danielson is fouled out. Gully, Peel, and Smith with 3 apiece. Richardson has 4 for Casper. Davis has 3. Jordan's free throw is good. He has 21. Second half shooting. 5 of 9 from the field, 16 second half points, 4 of 7 from the arc. Jordan Peel in the second half, and he knocks that one down. 11-point lead. Gully takes a shot to the nose and is going to take the offensive charge. And that is foul number 4. That wasn't on him, it was on 2. Foul was on number 2, Zaire Washington, to which we're going to go back and watch it here real quick, as a matter of fact. And we'll join it here, and you can see, ouch, just took an elbow. Oof. Just watching that again, and slow motion coming down. Gully playing defense, and right there, head to chin contact. And Gully goes down, and it's an offensive foul. That is the 5th personal on Zaire Richardson. Richardson will leave the game with 15 points, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, and a foul avoided with a timeout called by CWC. 48 seconds left, 73-62. So we know that CWC has not beaten the CWC of the Casper women in 23 games prior to this in 11 years. And it might be even longer since you say that both the Casper men and women fall to CWC in the same night, that CWC wins both. But right now you're 47.9 seconds away from hearing the black and orange say that. Zachariah Linson, a 6'7" freshman from San Antonio, was checked into the ball game. Central's going to beat the press and be fouled by Bandy as down goes Peel again. Boy, he's going to sleep well tonight, and he's going to be a little sore tomorrow in a couple of different areas as he gets knocked to the floor by Bandy. Actually, the aftermath of the rolling was worse than the actual foul as he ended up landing on his hip. Kind of holding his right hip, talking to the official is Jordan Peel. 22 points for the Tasmanian. Not sure who chimed in on the chat at the beginning saying it was overcast in Tasmania, but it is sunny for this Tasmanian here tonight at Central Wyoming College. 23 points for Jordan Peel. Perfect 6 for 6. He's got 24 now as he is 3 shy of his career high at Central. Sievert from way downtown, no good. Paddock the board. Central with a 13-point lead, and another foul by Linson will send Peel to the free throw line. Coach Raff still coaching Jordan as he'll go to the free throw line. 31 seconds left. Both Central teams are going to be 1-0. A 9-0 run for Central over the last 148. Casper hasn't scored in the last 2:06 of the contest so far. And his first miss from the free throw line tonight. He's an 88% free throw shooter, and he was a perfect 6 of 6 going into that one. And that is not an announcer jinx because I did not say a word. He gets the second one. So I don't want any hate mail out of that one. Bandy, the rebound and the putback. Coach calls off the Dogs, and Central is going to win this. Final 18 seconds ticking down, and the Central men and the Central women are 1-0 in the Region 9 North, knocking off their rivals from the East. Crowd's already done cheering by the time the final buzzer sounds, but Central has won it. Final count on the night. The CWC women winning 78-69. The CWC men winning 76-64. Both Rustler teams are 1-0 in Region 9 play, both ending streaks of drought against the Casper College Thunderbirds. The women winning for the first time in 11 years in 23 games, while the CWC men pick up just their 3rd win out of the last 18 attempts against Casper College, stopping a 3 in a row from Casper College, who have won 9 of the last 10. Hopefully I'm going to get Jordan Peel up here in the post-game show. Final count on this one tonight. Central wins at 76-64. Your post-game brought to you by Bailey Enterprises is next. This is Rustler basketball from Rustler Athletics.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Since 1964, Atlantic City Federal Credit Union has proudly served Fremont County. Today, we're Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union, serving all of Wyoming with the same trusted team and values. We're enhancing our focus on simple, smart, seamless banking for our growing community. Join us as we elevate financial possibilities for all Wyoming residents. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Reach new heights. Visit grandaltitude.com.
Hot Springs Health is dedicated to providing quality care close to home. Our Riverton Clinic offers comprehensive care for everyone in your family, from infants to geriatrics. Whether you need a routine checkup, specialized pre-post-natal care, or dedicated family medicine, Hot Springs Health is here. We also provide pain management, joint manipulation, and immediate care for your acute needs. And for those important milestones, we also offer all types of physicals for sports, Department of Transportation, and pre-employment. Hot Springs Health Riverton is located at 2002 West Sunset Drive.
Welcome back to Central Wyoming College, where CWC both go 1-0 in Region 9 North Conference play. And I have invited Jordan Peele to the post-game show, brought to you by our friends at Bailey Enterprises and Bailey Pit Stop. And Coach Rafferty getting handshakes from well-wishers as he heads into the locker room. And I was hoping to get Jordan before Coach went in there, but we'll see if we can't get him quickly up here. Central got out to a 14-point lead at one time in this. At the 8:14 mark of the first half, they led 21-7. And then Casper would come back, and they tied the game. And they had a 2-point lead early, but they would come back and tie the game in this contest late in the second half. But Central would finish it out and win it 76-64, a 12-point win. Going on right now, they have 0.2 seconds left. Is that right? Western is leading Gillette 91-88. So with 0.2 seconds, I don't think you can shoot, but as somebody at the free throw line, we'll investigate that here in just a few moments in the final seconds of that ball game going on right now in Western Wyoming College in Rock Springs. Final numbers tonight: Jordan Peele ends with 25 points, 4 of 10 field goal shooting from the three-point line, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 7 points, 4 assists for Jordan tonight. And second half, though, how about that? 21 second half points from Jordan Peele, 4 of 7 from the arc, 7 of 8 from the line, a couple of rebounds and a couple of assists for a great second half for the sophomore from Tasmania to help will his team to the victory. Daniel Smith, 16 points, 8 of 10 shooting, 8 rebounds for Daniel in the game. Julian Ormond had 13 points. He hit 3 3-pointers. He had 7 rebounds. Cam Gully had a 3. Christian Kranz had a 3. Luke Danielson, 8 points, but when he got those 8 points were critical early on in the contest after he came in for Isaac Paddock after just a minute of play. Just had to kind of sat the first minute of the game and then came out and scored his 8 points in the contest. Leading the way on the other side was Aaron Sievert. He had 15. Zaire Richardson also had 15 as both get held just a skosh below their averages. Washington with 13 points. Bandy had 6. Channing Cade had 4, but I think he got injured early on and kind of battled through that and didn't play at 100% full motor, I don't think, but hopefully he is okay in the game. Central for the game, 48% shooting, 29 of 61, 31% from the arc. They hit 9 of 29. Casper, 21 of 55, 38%. They hit 5 of 25 from the arc. Casper would hit 7 of 20 from the 17 of 20 from the free throw line. Central would hit 9 of 10. Uncharacteristic, though. Well, I don't know about uncharacteristic, but as much as Central with 20 turnovers that Casper turned into 17 points, and yet Central still wins by a dozen in this. Central did out-rebound Casper. That was a big note of interest for us coming in. Central out-rebounded him 32-28. Leading rebounder had 8, Daniel Smith. Peele and Ormond with 7 rebounds apiece in the contest as well. Let's see here. 21 assists on the 29 made baskets by Central. There was assist on 21 of those, and the leading assists were Daniel with 4, Tyler with 4, Jordan with 4 in the game as well. Final score from Western: the Western Mustangs defeat the Pronghorns and did so 91-88, the final score in that ball game. And I'm awaiting to see if we can get Jordan here real quick in our Bailey Enterprises postgame show. Sometimes postgame talks last a while, sometimes they don't. And I want to let our crew that has been primarily volunteer get out of here at a decent hour on a weeknight at 9:30 on a Wednesday. Everybody's got to go back to work tomorrow morning and get back on the air at 6 a.m. if you're me. And hopefully I would really like to talk with Jordan. We're going to give him just a couple more minutes. Recap the ladies' game earlier tonight in ladies' play. Central winning for the first time in 23 years. Should be in 23 games that span 11 years. They knock off Casper 78-69, the 18th ranked team in the country. And Western defeated Gillette's women 81-69. Western defeats the Gillette men 91-88. Central defeats the Casper College men 76-64. And real quick, we do have Jordan Peele with us. Look at this. I have this little note built for myself here and everything, but you're 1-0 in conference play.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Great feeling to start the season 1-0.
I'm going to let you catch your breath because I know you just played 40 minutes, but running these last little bit of stairs is always hard. At least when you're 55 like me, I might have taken a 3-hour break to do this, but second half you came alive. Tell me about the difference between the first half and the second half for you.
First half was just, I took the shots that I needed to get, but offensively in the second half, the team got me the ball and I just made the shots that I needed to get us over the line, and it was a really good team effort. We all contributed, we all made winning plays, and I was just lucky enough to be on the end of some great shots.
And it was like different times. Julian hit a big one. Cam hits a big three. You hit a couple of different ones in there. The minutes by Luke in the beginning of the game, did Isaac, I don't know if that was an injury thing or if that was he wasn't where he was supposed to be. Coach pulled him out of there at that point, but Luke comes in and the points he scores when he scores them are huge in this game. Daniel does what he does. This was a good team effort.
Yeah, absolutely. We're a really balanced team and we all contribute where we need to, and it's not about one person scoring, it's about a team effort. And tonight, if we can all come out and score, 10 plus points and be really consistent across the board, then we're going to be a really tough team to beat.
Tempo was a big thing with them. You could see how good they are when they can get out and run, and we can see how good you guys are when you play that half-court offense and do what you're supposed to do and rebound the basketball. You guys did well with that tonight as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Our game plan is, control the tempo, play at our pace, grind teams out, make them play for 20-25 seconds in a shot clock, and then defensively just stay guard our yard and stay locked in and rebound the ball when we need to.
You're banged up a bit. You got pinballed around out there a few times, got stomped on once, took a shot south of the border. It looked like anything lingering or just bumps and bruises?
Just bumps and bruises. It all comes with the game. Everything's healing as it comes. Ankle's getting there, hands getting a bit better, so it comes along here and there, but bumps and bruises are all part of it.
Your Nan, Susan, wanted to say hello on the YouTube chat, watching from abroad. You want to know, Gillette just got beat 91-88 by Western. You go to Gillette Saturday. Talk about that a little bit.
We're going to work on them these coming days, but again, if we can control the tempo, play our way, then again, we're going to be a really tough team to beat. We just got to come out, do our thing. We're our biggest opponents. If we only beat ourselves, people can't beat us. It's just within the group we can beat ourselves. But if we can all stay locked in for 40 minutes, eliminate those 2-3 minute patches where we go south, then we're going to be a really tough team to beat.
Yeah, and I think Region 9 is wide open. I think you guys are right in that mix.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we've discussed it, and that's the top of our agenda, winning this league this year, and we know we can do it. We've got the team to do it. We've got the coach to do it, and we're all bought in. We're all locked in. We're coming for Region 9.
We did the moment of silence before the game, and it looked like you and Cam kind of, the emotions were there, as they should be. But you have something on your wrist there. Do you want to talk about that, or is that a personal thing?
No, it's right. I put these initials on my wrist for people who I play for and who have been a big part of my life that have passed away. And before every game, I read them out and just give them a kiss. And Hunter's dad is on there now, and we all really miss Hunter and the Trago family, and we're doing this for him this year, and I'm especially doing it for Hunter and his family.
Appreciate you keeping me abreast of Rustler news, and
always,
despite the fact I call you by the wrong name, I know your name, and I've got it here. I only think I did it once tonight, and that was after I set myself up. I said the over-under tonight on FanDuel was me saying your name wrong, and I said hopefully it's 0, but I think I about slipped up one time.
Right.
But hey, Jordan, congratulations tonight. Thanks for coming up. Good luck Saturday.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
You bet. Anybody shout out to anybody at home?
Just the family back home, Mum, Dad, Luca, my Nan, Sue. Love you guys. And again, to the Hunter and the Trago family, we all miss you. And we're doing this this Region 9 for you.
Someone said it was overcast in Hobart today, and I said, but it's sunny and 75 here at Central Wyoming College for this Tasmanian anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
No snow yet, so we're enjoying it.
I know. It's been incredible.
It's been bizarre, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hear you. Jordan, thanks for coming up, and good luck Saturday.
Thank you, John.
You bet. Jordan Peele on the post-game show here tonight is his team victorious and the ladies victorious as well. And with that, we're going to say goodbye. We'll be back again on Wednesday night, a week from tonight, when the ladies and the men will take on LCCC here at Central Wyoming College, 5:30 and 7:30 in the Mountain Time Zone. And a shout-out to all of you that chime in on the YouTube chat. I love it. I appreciate all of your insight and stories that you bring me from across the United States and across the country and the nation, the world, I guess, is where I was looking for. And appreciate you all helping in there as well. Thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and the new media crew, Neil Hushbeck, our director, Gordon Ferris on camera, Kyle Nikoloff is on the ISO cam. I'm John Gabrielson, and the Rustlers will play Saturday, 2 and 4 at Gillette, back here on Wednesday night, 5:30 and 7:30. For Rustler Media, I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks for watching this.